And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. What's up, my YouTube friends, via subscribers, team gang, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know you guys are used to me doing like challenges and prank and trying stuff, but today I'm gonna be motivating some of you guys today. So this is what you should do every morning that you wake up. I know when you wake up, the first thing you want to do is, oh, I'm late for work, or I'm late for this interview, or late for something. But listen, that's how you make yourself have a migraine. Because the first thing you should do when you wake up is give yourself 3 minutes minimum. You just get up and you sit on your bed. Or you can even lay down. Just give yourself 3 minutes. Don't think about nothing negative. Don't think about nothing that you have to do. That 3 minutes that you wake up, think about that for yourself to see how you're gonna get through the day. Because if you wake up like with a bad energy, then your whole day will feel like crap. And if you jump out of your sleep, that's how you end up with a migraine for the rest of the day. A lot of people don't know this, but your brain is at its best when you first wake up from a good night's sleep. And if you ever wake up tired, your brain was also not rested. So when you wake up in the morning, 3 minutes minimum. That's when you lay down and you analyze everything that you're going to do. Don't think about what happened yesterday, what happened last year, that one ex that's down the street that's still talking crap. Don't worry about none of that stuff, because the moment you have in your mind when you first wake up, that will follow you for the rest of the day. That's why most times you're mentally drained. So when you wake up, you just take your time to worry about you. Think about, okay, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna do that. Worry about all the negative stuff later, not first thing in the morning. And as I was saying, if you jump out of your sleep, you'll end up with a migraine. Reason for that is when you wake up, your brain needs time to function when you first wake up. That's why if you notice sometimes if you wake somebody up, it take a while before they can understand exactly what's going on. Or if somebody wake you up, how much times have your parent wake you up or your kid wake you up and you wake up confused? That's why. So when you wake up first thing in the morning, all the blood rushes to your head. So if you jump out of your sleep, especially with a bad news, that's where the migraine come from. A lot of you guys don't know this, and I told my mom the same thing a while back. Stop jumping out of your sleep and running all over the place, because that's how you end up with a migraine. When you wake up, if you're late for something, you can't late twice. You cannot late twice. So when you wake up, you lay down for 3 minutes, whether you want your eyes closed or your eyes open. Just give yourself some time to start functioning. Because I know for a fact when your alarm goes off or you're sleeping too long or whatever is going on, you jump out of your sleep. And then sometimes when you got kids, they wake you up. But it's not about waking up. It's about what you do while you wake up. How much times have you woken up and you get straight out of bed and you feel lightheaded? That's where that come from. So the migraine, and you wake up, you walk right out of bed. Literally, as you wake up, you walk right out of bed. That's where being lightheaded come from. Because all the blood is rushing to your head, and then while the blood is rushing to your head to get your brain sending connections to the rest of the sending signal over your body. Sorry, because I'm speaking too fast. Well, the brain, that's all the brain does, is send signal throughout the whole body. So when you wake up and you're moving, that sheer will, the brain is not like, it's not sending the signal that it needs. That's why sometimes you rush to the washroom and then all of a sudden you sit on the toilet or you stand in the shower and you're like, I feel lightheaded. And then you give yourself some time and then you feel better. That's where that come from. Because all the blood rushes to your head every time you wake up. So if you notice, when you get a good night's sleep when you wake up, even before you go on your phone, because in this generation, as soon as everybody wake up, how much followers I have, how much subscribers I have, how much this I have, how much that I have. Even people that have a 9 to 5, they check their social media first before what's going on for the job. You know what I mean? But that's normal to check your phone. But when you wake up, don't even look at your phone, because even that bright light, first thing in the morning, can ruin your eyes and give you a migraine for the rest of the day. And a lot of you guys also don't know that as well. Bright light when you first wake up is not good. And that's why a lot of people sleep with their like curtains or blinds, or with what's it called, sleep mask, or as we call it, blindfold. That's where all that come from. So people always complain about they having headaches and they having migraines and all that kind of stuff, and they have no idea that they're doing it to themselves. Because whenever somebody tell me that they have a headache, I normally ask them where in their head does it ache. Because whatever you have like different headaches have different hurts different part of the brain. So if you got a migraine, it hurts different part of the brain. If you're dehydrated, it hurts different part of the brain. If you have a sinus infection or you're catching a cold, it hurts different part in the brain. So me, I'm the type of guy, if somebody's like, oh, I got a headache, if you guys know me personally, you know I always ask this. If somebody comes to me and they're like, oh, I got a headache, I normally ask, where are you getting a headache from? The migraine, that's where that comes from. Waking up first thing in the morning and running all over the place, while all the blood rushes to your head, so the brain can start working, function how it should, and send signal properly to, as soon as you think about it, it's ready to go. How much times have you wanted to grip something and you can't grip it when you first wake up? That's where that comes from. A lot of people probably don't know this. So all I'm saying is, when you wake up first thing in the morning, you can lay down and you can sit right at your bedside. Before you check your phone, if your alarm goes off, you turn off your alarm, and then you just give yourself 3 minutes minimum. Not under. Not 1 minute, not 2 minutes. 3 minutes. You just wake up and you just like, you can't even say you're meditating. But you just wake up, you sit up in your bed, and you give yourself 3 minutes to start functioning properly. That's all. So every morning you wake up, give yourself 3 minutes. Because if you don't, that's where all the and don't think about no negativity as first thing you wake up. When you wake up, oh, I gotta go doing that BS job, and that one coworker was doing this. That's how you end up with a bad vibe for the rest of the day. Because what I noticed is a lot of people mess their day up by thinking about bad stuff first thing in the morning. How much times have you woken up with a bad news and then that destroy your whole day? Literally destroy your whole day. Everything, because you can wake up and you have a good night's sleep and you wake up, and then even throughout the day, if you get a bad news or disappointment within yourself, or somebody else will say something and you feel some type of way, it doesn't hurt as much more than when you wake up and that's the first thought on your mind, because your brain is on automatic. So it think about stuff on its own even without you noticing. So if you can't control your brain, then it makes no sense. If you can't control how you think, then you will lose every single battle. And if you can't think things all the way through, you will never be successful. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying, when you wake up, just take 3 minutes minimum. Just for you. That's basically for you. Whether not for your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your kid, nobody. That 3 minutes is all about you, because that's how you're gonna function, and you decide how your day is gonna go, depending on how you wake up. Because if you wake up with a headache, there's something wrong. Because when you go to sleep, sleeping is a definition of like a reset button. So you shouldn't be waking up tired, and you shouldn't be waking up with a headache. Because when you go to sleep, your body should be like, when you hit the reset button, so whatever was there, you should wake up fresh. So if you didn't wake up fresh, then it makes no sense. And don't go to your bed with unsettled thoughts. That's how you end up sleeping and you wake up tired, because while you were sleeping, the brain was still working. So there's absolutely no way you should be waking up tired. No way. You can sleep, but your brain is still working, and you shouldn't be. If you wake up tired, you didn't have a good night's sleep, because you went to bed with something on your mind. So while you wake up first thing in the morning, like I've said from the beginning to now, you take 3 minutes minimum to analyze what you're doing. Make sure it's positive, because what you think about the first 3 minutes when you wake up determine how your day is gonna go. Because you can literally go to bed nice, you have a good night's sleep, and then you wake up and then you have a bad message, and then that just ruin your whole day. How many times have you woken up and then something is on your mind and the whole day just feel like garbage, and then you say, oh, I need a power nap, or I need this, or I need it. That's where that come from. And as I said before, when the brain is at its strongest, when you first wake up. So if you wake up with negative thoughts on your mind, the brain is easy to pinpoint negative things. It's easy to think negative than it is to think positive. Trust me, I know all of this. But I've developed a skill to learn how to control how I think and my own mindset. If you can't control this, it makes no sense, because that's the only thing you can truly control. Your brain and the way how you think. If you can't control that, then this is how people end up being in depression, because their brain run wild and think about a lot of like sad stuff, and then all of a sudden then the whole day is garbage. And I just remember, when you wake up, first thing, if you're taking a bus to work or a train to work or you're driving to work, listen like motivational songs. If I'm driving somewhere, if it's first thing in the morning, like not 12 o'clock p.m., always motivational music. If I'm listening to rap, it has to be like in the afternoon if I'm running errands. But first thing in the morning, I don't want to hear, because listening to a sad song will only trigger your emotions and then make you sad. And then you're sitting down here wondering, how do I feel like this? You don't even understand your own feelings. That's where that comes from. How much times have you ever feel some type of way, you feel like things are not going right today, and then tomorrow everything's all good? That's where that comes from. Because I've known a lot of people that even when they're sad, they listen to sad music. How come you be sad and you're listening to sad music? You'll never be happy. Because sadness and happiness comes from within. So if you're sad and you listen to sad music, all you're going to do is make yourself break down even more, because you're already sad with whatever it is that's bothering you. And then especially if you have, let's say you have a heartbreaker or somebody cheated on you or whatnot, why the hell would you get up and go listen to a song that is triggering your emotions? So you wake up, you take 3 minutes to analyze what you're doing. If you want to listen to music, make sure it's not too loud, because sometimes loud noise first thing can also like give you headaches, migraines. A lot of people don't know about all what I'm talking about right now, and you guys are probably like, shit, he's right. But you guys don't know where it comes from, but that's where it comes from. First thing in the morning, your brain, as I said before, it's at its peak when you first wake up. However you feel afterwards, depending on how you think and the sounds you hear. So if you wake up first thing in the morning and you're going to work, and then you're going to listen to some heartbreaking song and sad song, you bust up in your job and everyone's wondering why you look like that. You're not even dating nobody, but you feel sad because your emotions is triggered by the song that you were listening to, and then you were there, and then you're sitting down wondering why you feel off. That's where that also comes from. Yo, how much times have you ever been like, yo, things are not going how it should go today? That's because when you wake up first thing in the morning, that's the first thing you think about. Then if you're going for a job interview, you wake up and then you're like, I don't feel like I'm gonna go. I don't feel like they're gonna hire me with that job interview. You also fail yourself even before you get a chance to try. So you bust up in there with no confidence whatsoever within yourself. And then before you know it, you went in, and then you already failed yourself from you first wake up. And then when you went in there, you fail. And then when you fail, you're like, oh, I know that was coming, because you already think about it. A lot of people also have no idea about that also. You fail yourself even before you got a chance to try, because of what you thought about when you first wake up. And it's funny how all this that I'm talking about has to do with what you should do every morning. So doing something else when you first wake up can literally make your day go from how it's supposed to go to everything going sideways, basically. So that's all I'm saying. This is a motivational video. I feel like I may do more like this, because I'm the type to motivate people, and I feel like I possess the ability to motivate myself also. So this is a motivational video. I may put that in like a bracket or something. So when you first wake up, you take 3 minutes minimum. Think about where you're doing. No negative thoughts. Nothing what nobody said last week or what nobody did last night. Don't do that, because you'll mess your day up. Literally mess your whole day up, and it hasn't even begun yet. How you wake up and you know you're gonna have a bad day? That's impossible. Every day you get is a brand new day for you to start all over again. What you failed yesterday, you get a chance today to make it right. So how are you going to tell me that you wake up knowing already that the day is going to go bad? There's no way you can tell me that. You can't wake up first thing in the morning and say to me, oh, Ty, I think I'm going to have a bad day. The only way you think you're going to have a bad day, that's because you already thought it in your brain. And then eventually when you think you're going to have a bad day, you convince yourself that you're going to have a bad day. And then every move you make after that is literally lining up to you having a bad day. You ever woke up happy and then the whole day is okay? Think about when you're in a relationship, like a first month in a relationship. You get a good night's sleep every night. Every day you wake up, it's a good day. But the moment the problem kicks in, you're having sleepless nights. You wake up tired every morning. That's because the problem is still on your mind. But, as soon as everything is fixed, you have a good night's sleep. Where do you think that comes from? It's all in your mind. Like I said, if you're waking up tired, there's a problem. And if you're waking up with a headache, there is a problem. So as I said before, the first thing you do, I know you guys hear me say this throughout the whole video, and that's why I keep on saying it, because I'm giving you guys different stuff from different angles of what can happen. And then I am reminding you, this is a punchline right here. When you wake up every morning, give yourself 3-minute minimum to think about positive things of what you're going to achieve throughout the whole day. Positive. And if you're going somewhere and you're listening, if you're a music guy like me, motivational music to help you think about stuff to get you by throughout the whole day. That's all I have to say. So thank you guys for taking the time out to watch me and listen to me. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If this helped you, because a lot of people can't motivate themselves, so if this helped you, shout out to you. I probably make more videos like on motivational topics because a lot of people lack this ability. I'm not hating on you, I'm just saying, because I know different kind of people that you have to like stare them. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. Your boy will be back doing a bunch of stuff. Go enjoy the rest of your day and stay positive and be motivated, and make sure whatever I say, make sure you learn something. Don't just hear what I'm saying and don't listen, because there's a difference between hearing and listen. Make sure you listen to what I say. Don't just let it pass through one ear and go through the other. No, make sure you listen to every word I say, and then you tell me if your day is any better. So there you guys have it. Thank you for watching. Your boy out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.